Welcome back once again. It's Greg from Bug Out Gear Layouts and Tactics, a prepping site Facebook page, and urbansafetysurvival.net. So I'm back again on this Friday to answer a question. A while back I did a video saying I got a bunch of surplus in, and I got a question about why do I like military surplus. Well, here's the thing. I know former people, vets, are going to say, oh, it's, the cheapest, the lowest bidder. Yeah, it's pretty much made by the lowest bidder, but it's made to the specs that the military test. So, here we go. This Molly 2 Rock, this is not mine, but this is what I carry for my bug out bag. Again, it's tried, it's tested well beyond the way a commercial manufacturer is going to test their bags, right? This has been, maybe not this exact bag because it's surplus, but these bags have been through Iraq, through Afghanistan, through all parts of the world where our military is, in adverse conditions. The same thing with our bivvies and our sleeping bags and our sleeping mats, right? They've been all over the world. They've been tested in adverse conditions, in combat conditions, compared to, some other commercial brands, right? So, through hikers may turn around and say, oh, they want, the lightest weight material. But again, in survival, in preparedness and prepping, we may not want, something that's light and easy to rip, compared to something that's durable, strong, and has been tested, again, in those adverse conditions, military training, even at a military base here back in the United States, they're still going to go through the mud, out in the field. They're going to be able to test the product, whether it's a bag, sleeping bag, canteen, any of the Molly 2 systems, right? It's something that's tried and tested. That's why I like it. That's why I use it. Again, I do from time to time, on occasion, buy it in surplus and turn around and sell it for a reasonable price, so that others can use it as well. These are listed right now on eBay for like $45, and these are listed for $45 because they're the Gen 2, and they have, this piece inside. The Gen 1s that don't have that are listed for $35. I have MSS systems listed. Again, this is just some of the stuff that I prefer to use. Again, for the way it's tested, I know it's durable and it's going to last. The other things I like to use are like Pathfinder brand, some UST I use. Again, sometimes my local surplus store doesn't have, exact military surplus, so I use Rofco and I use Miltech, especially for woobies and poncho liners and things like that. Ponchos I'm not too really concerned about. For the price, I get ponchos off of Amazon, $15 to $20 a pop. It's, if it rips, it's easily replaceable than to spend, $40 on a U.S. surplus poncho. Again, surplus isn't bad. You can find good deals on it. I try to give good deals when I'm able to purchase it in bulk, from the U.S. government when they're selling it. When they, put it out for auction, if I can get it for a good price, I'll pass that price along. Again, military surplus is not that bad. I don't usually deal in uniforms and things like that. Again, field gear is what I get. The other problem we run into is people talk about being tactical, and you have vets that get upset when they see people out there running around in a uniform, whether they have any insignias, tabs, or things like that. They get upset about it, right? I understand, but again, in the preparedness field, it's, camouflage may be needed, especially if you're going through the woods or something like that. Again, you know how I feel, Gray Man Theory. I'm not going to be suited up in full camo walking through a city because you're going to stick out. But again, in a wooded rural area, you may need that camouflage to blend in and, not stick out. So it all depends on the area you're in when it comes to clothing and stuff like that. Again, I use it for field gear, bags, sleeping mats, the sleeping bags, cantina holders, things like that. There you go. That's just my thought on it. To answer the question on why I like military surplus, again, it's just for the durability of the military surplus items. Again, I do understand that, it is the lowest bidder that gets the contract, but it's to military specs on what they tested and what they use. They'll usually come out, have a limited run on the first batch, and have a unit tested out, and see how they like it. So that's what we do. That's why I use it, for that reason. So just remember, it's sometimes it's worth the purchase. If you can get it for a good deal, like I said, if I get it for a good deal, I try to pass it on. So if you have any questions, you can send them to me on the Facebook page. You can send them to me through the website. It has the email on there, and I'll try my best to answer all the questions I get. So please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Once again, it's Greg from Bug Out Gear Layouts and Tactics, a prepping site Facebook page, and UrbanSafetySurvival.net.